Hello everyone, welcome to Devs Assemble. In this video, we are going to discuss about the immutability property of the blockchain and the blockchain consensus mechanism. So blockchain is not really immutable, but it's effectively immutable. Let's discuss in detail what this is all about. We hear about hackers breaking into secure computers and accessing and changing the data all the time, and sometimes actually even deleting it. So when we say the blockchain data cannot be changed, the question arises, how can we confirm that the data has never been changed? Let's take an example. Here, Jack is a contractor and he did a job for the company ABC, and in return, the company paid him $1,000. This transaction was recorded and stored in the blockchain. Let's say Jack is a bad guy and he wants to go back and change his transaction history. He wants to pretend that the company ABC didn't pay him for his last job and he wants to get paid again. This is the double spin problem. Well, the blockchain was designed to address this problem. Alright, let's try deleting the record. I know I said you just can't delete anything on the blockchain, but let's see why we cannot do that. First of all, you have to understand that the data on the blockchain is stored on multiple nodes. Now, a node is really any device or computer that stores blockchain data and it is connected to the network. We just refer to them as nodes. So, when we use the term server or node, typically it's referring to the same thing. So, in this case, we are going to keep it really simple. Let's say that the blockchain is stored on two servers. That means that we have two servers that each have an identical copy of the blockchain. So here's the transaction history stored on both nodes. Secondly, you need to understand that the nodes have to agree before anything is changed on the blockchain. This is also known as consensus. More on this later. Alright, let's say I try to get into the server 1 and delete the Jack's transaction. The second server is going to double check its copy of the blockchain against the server 1. But once it sees that there is a difference, it's going to sound an alarm and say, I'm not going to do that. And then the server 1's blockchain is marked as invalid and is no longer accepted. So the server 2's blockchain is the correct blockchain. Essentially, the server 2 kicks the server 1's blockchain out of the party. But there's a problem here. How do we know that the server 2 is right? Did server 1 actually deleted a block or did server 2 add a block? Maybe Jack never did any job for the company ABC in the first place. He just claimed to do the job. How do we know who's right? That's where the consensus comes into the play. Let's take a look at blockchain consensus. So blockchain is very democratic. It means that a majority of the nodes have to agree to allow new blocks to be added. Nodes uses consensus mechanism. In other words, just a set of rules that they agree to abide by because no one node has more authority than any other node. So how do they reach their consensus and agree? How do I know that server 1 deleted something and server 2 didn't add something? We don't know. That's why we need at least one more server. So we need at least 3 servers in there so that we can agree. In that point, we have to have more than half of the servers agree to make a decision. So in this case, we have server 1 saying I am right and server 2 is saying I am right. Then server 3 then follows the rule and says no. You know what? Server 2 is right. So 2 out of the whole network is obviously greater than half, right? In these three terms. And that's how we have the consensus. Anytime a majority agrees, that becomes the truth of the blockchain. So now the node 1 has been kicked out. In reality, it isn't about 3 nodes because we could have millions of nodes spread across the world. So this was all about the blockchain immutability and consensus. Hope you are enjoying the session. Do let me know your feedback in the comment section. In the next video, we are going to talk about how the blockchain maintains the integrity of the entire blockchain using hashes. Here's a quick summary. Blockchain data is stored on multiple nodes. Each node stores an identical copy of the blockchain. Nodes compare their copies of the blockchain data and can tell if anything has changed. No node has more authority than any other node. Nodes uses consensus mechanism to agree to add new blocks to the blockchain. Consensus is achieved when more than half of the nodes agree. If a node's copy of the blockchain is different from the consensus, then the rogue's node blockchain is marked as invalid. Okay, if you like the video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to get the latest updates. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.